Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and you are able to view all those information about microbiology. First of all, we are going to focus on history of microbiology. History of microbiology it contains with different information about microbiology and the origins of this lesson. The first things we are going to view in this video is about the meaning of microbiology. Microbiology is the study of microbes or too small to be seen with naked eyes, less than 1 millimeters in diameter. So same or visible with the naked eyes. You may use microscopy. Some are microscopic organisms, others are viewed by even naked eyes. Examples, you may observe bacteriums, epilopiscium, filamentous, algae, breeds, moth, mushroom, and the others. You may observe it well. So that this lesson to deal with how and what about the microbes. The second ones we are going to see to focus on microbes. Microbes to mean that it's a small organism that can be used even in attraction of formations and others, even in researches and others, but it may be focused by someone who using the naked eyes. Extremely diverse group, bacteria. The science we deal with bacteria is bacteriology. The science we deal with algae is the phycology. And the science we deal with fungi is mycology. And the last one is the science we deal with viruses, which is called virology. And the last three is a science we deal with the protozoa, which is called the protozoology. So here there is any types of microbiology. We may focus on theoretical or pure microbiology, and we may use practical or applied microbiology. Theoretical, it's microbiology we deal with the theories about microbiology. To mean that we may focus on theories about how and what microbes are formed, and the practical deal with how we may practice and we may use experiments for making research about the formation on microbes and others, and how they can be treated, even how they can be observed by different researchers. So let me focus on this theory microscopy. It concerns with occurrence, to mean form, to mean structure, classification, physiology, reproduction, heredity, variation and evolution of microbes. Those are the consignments on this part of microbiology, which may focus on the forms of microbes, the structure of microbes, classification of microbes, physiology, how you may see it physically, even using microscopy. Let me start on applied microscopy, exploitation of beneficial microscopy. There is how we may control the activities that is harmful by microscopy. This applied microscopy is you may use a microscope for viewing the microbes and others, but here you are going to control the activities of harmful of microbes. Types, you may view these types is called medical microbiology, which is deal with the law of microbes in humans and animal disease. And the other party of microbiology is agricultural microbiology. You may think on this part of microbiology. The law of microbes in plant disease, soil fertility, and spoilage of agriculture production. To mean that there is some diseases caused by those microbes on the plant, which may lead to destruction of fertility of soil, and which result pure productions of agriculture. Let me focus on industrial microbiology. The utilization of microbes for the production of alcoholic beverages, antibiotics, amino acids, organic acids, acetic acids, lactic acids, and citric acid, etc. So to mean that we may use different microbes for utilization of the alcoholic beverage. So there is some microbes which may sporaging the food, to mean that they may destruct the food's nutrients or protein that contain with it, to mean that you may prevent it and you may avoid it for avoiding the sporage of that food. So according to this man who called Anton van Leeuwenhoek, microbes discovered in the rate of 7th centuries, the first observed by Anton van Leeuwenhoek, father of microbiology. To mean that this guy is a father of this lesson. And that trap hobby was lens reading and microscopy making. This man is the one who discovered the first microscopy for viewing different microbes. This microscopy is discovered by this man, Anton van. Is the first free microscope discovered by this man. There is some microbes or differences observations of this man according to the microscopy he discovered. Leeuwenhoek examined the rainwater, salival papers, the decoctions, cork leaves of the plants, seminal fluid, scraping of the teeth, to mean that you may observe those microbes on those places. On your teeth there is microbes. In the rainwater there is microbes. In saliva there is microbes. So you may observe it well as long as you need it. Portrayed several microorganisms and called them animalcules. This man discovered those microorganisms and he called those microorganisms as animalcules. Conveyed his findings in Sales of Leather to the British Lion Society, London, during in middle 16670s. Leeuwenhoek outlined the structural detail of Prometium, amoeba, certain filaments, fungi, algae, and bacteria. So those kinds of microorganisms, he observed it by using his first free microscope. Scientists consider the microbes only as a Christies of the nature. Controversy regarding the spontaneous generation as abigenesis. Dread scientists to explain the origin and nature of living things. According to this process, this man he discovered that there was a man. The people believe that the organism comes from non-organism in this process. So he called it spontaneous generation or genius generation. A belief of ancient time that living organisms could develop from non-living matter. To mean that it was a belief of the people. Theory of biogenesis, living organism arise only from pre-existing organism. You may think on this topic, but you may observe who you are and think back if you came from non-living things. So it's your task to observe if you may come from non-living things or not. But according to the theory, to mean that living organism arises from pre-existing organism. Thanks. Let me stop it here. We continue in next video. Thanks and be attentive to this lesson.